What's up, bullish friends? Hope you guys are doing great out there today. Well, we're going to jump right into it today. And Vaporfy Nodes had some awesome news coming out that coming up on Friday, 10/21, that the GDM model is going to be replacing the current model. And what GDM stands for is Global Distribution Model. Now, I'm going to break down what that is in this video. But basically, before you panic and say, oh no, what's going on here? Oh, this is bad. This is good. I'm going to explain why, and this was already all pre-planned, and we all voted on this. This is something that we voted on to go to, and it's a more sustainable model that also is going to have some interesting, potentially pretty awesome rewards on the back end of all this. So in this video, I'm going to break that down, and instead of going through, like, there is literally, let me take you guys over here real quick. Whoops, this page. It's a 49-page packet they put together explaining all the changes that were voted on and are going to be taking place. Now, I'm not going to read through all this. We're going to go through a very small portion of this, and I'm going to highlight the most important details. But I will encourage you after this video to go through and read this document on your own. You can probably read through it in 10-15 minutes. It's a lot of pretty pictures and not a ton of words, so it's really easy to get through. But after we get through this, and after I explain what I'm going to do by the end of this video, I'm going to encourage you to go do that. So let's jump right into this right now. So let's look at the current model that Vaporfy Nodes has. And they list this as, in the beginning, Nodes provided an initial plant which bore fruit, but we want Vapor Nodes to provide sustainable output for your lifetime on a much larger scale. Going from a sapling to a forest requires radical scaling. And they give you this little walkthrough, this little visual walkthrough, showing the seeds, which is purchasing VPND, planting, which is creating a node, rooting, which is earning VPND rewards, nurturing, which is compounding, growing a node, and a sapling, which is earning more VPND rewards. But they say nodes earn you a short-term rewards, but can't sustain you for life, okay? This is the model we're currently at. Now let's take a look at what they want to do for the future. So for the future, looking to the future, your nodes become your passport to lifetime value through the Vaporfy ecosystem. The more we build, the more value you can earn through your node. Your node is your access to a lifetime value with Vaporfy. Our growing ecosystem is your path to lifetime value, and they show on here a tree going to a forest, and it goes from sustainable VPND rewards to a new value from an ecosystem. And nodes, which are what we're all into right now, give us lifetime access or lifetime value to that, okay? So that's where we're wanting to go with the system. That's what they're going to take us through. So as we go through this, I'm going to explain how this all works, and we're going to do it as quickly and as coherently as possible, hopefully. Introducing Passport Rewards. Passport is our new ecosystem-fueled rewards pool funded by the revenue we generate from each product and service that we build and deploy. And you can see this little walkthrough graph here, but we're going to explain this on the next page here. What is a good ecosystem if it doesn't directly benefit your wallet? Our Passport Reward Pool brings our ecosystem directly to you. As we grow, so does the value we send back to the node owner community. How does it work? We build products, solutions, and services. We deploy and monetize them, generating revenue. We cover our expenses and allocate funds for future growth. We set aside a portion of all revenue generated to fund our new Passport Reward Pool. How does it reward? We convert revenue from products into USDC and distribute it to the Passport Rewards Pool. Passport Reward Pool is exclusively accessible for node owners. So that's where having this node comes in handy, okay? Node owners are going to get these benefits. Node owners earn USDC from the Passport Reward Pool just for owning a node. USDC rewards your node. Nodes are based on your percentage. I'm sorry, I'm going to reread that. USDC rewards for your nodes are based on your percentage of the total value locked of all Vapor nodes at the time of reward emissions. Okay, so there's going to be a way within the system that we can earn USDC rewards. And I'm going to explain that later on in this as we go through, because there's a really unique way that we're going to be able to convert VPND to vape and then into USDC. And I'm going to show you guys that as we go forward. Nodes as a passport to rewards. Your Vapor node is your passport to exclusive rewards and value within the VaporFi ecosystem. Your node's total value locked will begin generating passive income above and beyond the VPND that it earns from the rewards pool. So they basically show on this graph here all the ways in the ecosystem that it's going to bring in revenue. So they got the VaporDex, the Vapor Chain, Project Elevate, which is a rewards program, subnets as a service, and future products. A percentage of the revenue from products and services in our ecosystem are sent to a new reward pool exclusively for node owners. So rewards from this ecosystem go into a passport reward pool. They will then at some point be able to be converted into USDC and sent to node holders. So your node's total value locked is your stake of the passport reward pool distribution. So this will get distributed to us, okay? So that's basically how the node system is going to work here. So I skipped a few pages here, and I highly suggest that you read this whole packet, but I want to get into the good part of this about how you're going to be able to make money and basically what you're going to be able to make from this. So let's just jump down here. So the role of staking in the VPND value proposition. Vape will be gradually and responsibly emitted over a 10-year period, and VPND is the only token that can be used to unlock it for the full duration. So we're going to use VPND to unlock Vape, okay, which is a new token for the system. When VPND is deposited into the liquid staking pool, a deposit fee in VPND is taken, with a small amount being sent through our upcoming gamification mechanics and the rest going back to the VPND reward pool. When VPND is deposited into the wrapped staking pool, it's exchanged 1-for-1 for wrapped VPND, with the majority of the exchange VPND going back to the VPND reward pool as a replenishment for the event. So basically, this whole thing, we're going to be able to stake VPND and earn Vape. And then Vape, what's cool about Vape, and I don't think they explain it right here, but I'm going to ahead and just tell you guys, you're going to be able to use the VaporDex to stake Vape and earn USDC. So you're going to be able to be awarded a stable coin the whole way through this, and it's going to earn you a passive income based on your total value locked, your percentage that you have locked into the system. Okay, so that is pretty awesome. So that's another way that this protocol is going to be making us passive income, and they've got it planned out for 10 years. Okay, so these are, it's a group of people doing some forward thinking, not just looking for some get-rich-quick scheme. This is something that's going to be sustainable for a long period of time, in my opinion, and of course, according to the team here. And just to touch on this real quick, there's a portion on page 31 that you should read about putting your total value locked to work, okay? So this basically will show you how the evolved model works and what you're gonna be able to do. So you're going to have your value locked. You'll be able to participate in the protocol governance, the VPND rewards pool, the passport pool, which I explained earlier, and you're going to also get airdrops and allocations as well. And I don't know what kind of airdrops we're going to get. I know once they launch Vapor Chain, they're going to be bringing other tokens on board, so I'm sure we will start getting portions of airdrops from those, from stuff I've read about what they were planning to do from the past. So all that is good, but I do highly encourage you to read all this, but read this page too. Make sure you understand that. At least take a look for yourself, okay? But it's basically all this is to earn a passive income, all of the stuff that we're doing here. Now let's talk about scarcity for a minute, because what good is a token if it basically inflates in value and we can't basically the number of tokens keeps inflating, and then we can't get that value that we need out of it. So if a token continues inflating, we get screwed because the value of the coin goes way down. Well, how do they prevent that? Well, Here's what they say. To ensure that early adopters do not have their TVL and associated rewards diluted by newly acquired consumers, we will initiate a cap on both new nodes and TVL, forever preserving your fair allocation of value. So they're looking to end node creation, and capping TVL represents us closing the door on early adoption once capped. Consumers can only join our ecosystem through our other products or by acquiring a node. And basically, they can acquire these nodes because at some point we're going to have the ability to convert our nodes they're going to be NFTs, and we can sell them on a marketplace created by VaporFi. Okay, so that's pretty much how that model is going to work. So over here they explain too the node count. No new nodes can no longer be created when we sunset the legacy reward model and launch our VPND staking feature on VaporDex. Okay, and node TVL will eventually be capped and compounded, and deposit functions are shut down ahead of the launch of the secondary node market. Okay, so that will all be shut down, and it makes all the scarcity go up because there won't be mass quantities of VPND flowing in anymore, and there will be no new node creation at that time. Man, some of this stuff is like a tongue twister to get out today, but we're going to get through it. So we're making good progress here. So I'm going to dig a little bit deeper here to go into some more things that talk about our rewards. Okay, so a while back when they took the voting, the ecosystem, all the people who are involved in this ecosystem voted, and the model that won out was the 0.27% model. Okay, and what that means is that instead of being paid out 1% daily for our VPN or for our node, we're going to start getting paid out 0.27%. Now, while that sounds bad because the value or the ultimate percentage is going down, well, as the whole ecosystem, basically, the price of the token will increase, and then we're going to be able to get our value out of this. Okay, and again, all the other things I already talked about being able to stake your USD or stake your vape and get USDC and all that. But they give you a quick breakdown of basically what that would mean, and if you're looking at a node that's 100K, they give you all these different scenarios that could play out. But basically all that to say, and I highly suggest looking through these, that a sustainable emissions model requires an 89% cut to net daily token emissions if the pool is at full health, and 94% cut at half health. So at minimum, you're looking at an 89% cut in emissions, which makes this model completely 100% sustainable going forward. So putting it down to 0.27 is actually a good thing for the entire ecosystem. And as our rewards are being generated using VPND going into vape and then being turned into USDC, the price of the token doesn't drop because the rewards are being paid out in USDC instead of VPND. So the emissions that are coming out for VPND are much, much lower than what we have now. So you'll start seeing that price climb back up given the way that this model has been constructed. So if you're part of VaporFi right now, they basically tell you what your path is forward. There are going to be 4 types of investors that they see into this ecosystem. The determined investor, people who are basically looking for different opportunities and want to get out. Well, you're going to be able to just sell your NFT, your node, when it gets transformed into an NFT. You can sell that off on the secondary marketplace and get completely out of the system. You could be the hard cash hoarder. Cash is king. I want to earn as much USDC as I can without reducing my VaporFi holdings, but I'm not looking to add to my node. And then they give you the mining maximalist. I want to be able to unlock as much VPND, vape, and vapor as I can and put it to work for me to earn incremental value. And then they have the ecosystem earner. I believe in the future growth of VaporFi, and I want to position myself to earn more as they grow. And you can see all the different code classifications down here. Like this person down here would accumulate VPND, stake VPND to earn vape and vapor, stake vape to earn USDC fees from the DEX, grow node total value locked for passport rewards, and prepare node for the secondary market in case that's an option they want to go through. So this basically gives you your path going forward. Now, let's talk about, so as of Friday, these changes take place, okay? So after Friday, or at Friday, according to what they're saying anyway, that it seems like it's going to be on Friday, October the 21st, that you will no longer at that point be able to create a new node or to compound your node at that point. Now, when will any of that be turned back on? I don't know at this point. And some of those features might not be turned on for quite a while. Again, they're switching over to the GDM model, which is the global distribution model that we've been talking about as I walk through this. Okay, so what you need to do before Friday is I would on Thursday compound your node. Okay, I would go into your Vaporify dashboard here and compound. Okay, I already compounded today, but I'm going to compound again Thursday night. And then what I'm going to do is compound again as early in the day on Friday as possible. And then once they have the new migration information on here, I'll probably do a video when they do release that just to show you guys how to do it. It's going to be real simple. You just basically have to approve the new contract with your MetaMask wallet. So we'll do that. I'll do that on video for you guys on Friday if they launch this on Friday. But basically, before you accept the new contract, you want to compound what's in your VPND. Okay, you want to compound what's in your nodes. So that way, otherwise, because if, like, let's say you were to go onto the new contract and, like, I have 1,300 rewards right now available. If I went onto the new contract without compounding that, those rewards are gone. Okay, so you want to make sure that you get all the rewards you can tied into your node before moving on. So on Friday, if these changes take place, I will shoot another video showing you guys me walking through accepting the new contract and everything. So I want to do that on video for you guys to help you out. But anyway, going forward, I'm super pumped about this news. Like I said before in previous videos on Vaporify nodes, I believe in the team and I believe in this ecosystem. And as you guys may have noticed, like the price has shot up greatly here recently because a lot of people are jumping on board to get bigger nodes before this all gets turned off, okay? Because they want to be part of this ecosystem. So if you have yet to do this, you can still go over and make your node. As far as I know, I believe that feature is still turned on if you want to create a new node. Or you can increase what you have in your current nodes. What you can't do right now is you can no longer right now claim and collect your rewards because they're already starting to migrate the pool. They drain the pool, the rewards pool, to go into the new migration, into this new GDM model, as I explained earlier. So guys, that's all I got for this video. I know this was a long one. I tried to break it down as quickly and as concise as I can. I don't know every single detail. I know we skipped over a lot of pages, but I didn't want to take you guys through an hour. This took long enough to get through. And I can't think of anything more boring than listening to me talk for an hour straight. So anyway, what do you guys think? Are you in Vapor nodes? Are you happy about all these changes? I mean, these were already pre-planned changes, so it's not like this is earth-shattering news here. But what do you think? What do you think about the whole thing? Are you pumped for the future of this, or what are you going to... which route are you going to go? Okay. As we talked about on that page here, which path are you going to choose? Which one do you like the most? You guys, I always appreciate you, and make sure you give me a like and subscribe if you enjoyed this content, and I will see you guys in the next video.